Yolan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. And it's always exciting when we have a new arc like we now have Villains Part 2. And as promised, tonight we are going to start with the new ship that you see right there. And that is the USS Dauntless. I mean, the people who've seen Star Trek Voyager will recognize the shape. And if you read the backstory, there's always the story about the ships here in the info box as well. Then you see it is not the ship that Arcturus, this alien whose whole race has been assimilated by the Borg, who wanted to take revenge on the Voyager, faked with one of their own ships. But the Federation built a ship on everything that the Voyager scanned there about the ship, including the quantum slipstream drive, etc. And so this is a real built Federation ship. That's why the name USS Dauntless is quite right. I saw some comments when I was talking about the announcements that said that isn't a Federation ship. In this case, it is. And as usual, let's have a look at the stats of the ship. It is an interceptor. It's a 4-star epic interceptor. But it's a 4-star ship. You need a shipyard level 45 to build it. And it has some abilities. It has the active sweep, which increases base damage against non-armada hostiles by 145,000% while the Seek and Destroy is active. Seek and Destroy is the active ability we will talk about very soon. And it increases the apex barrier against non-armada hostiles by 40,000 while Seek and Destroy is active. And it also has some loot bonuses. It increases loot drop from hostiles by 3% at the beginning and increases all reclaimed loot drop from aggregation hostiles by 200%. Aggregation hostiles are the new hostiles, those with this really bad ability where you can use it against. And of course, we will take a look at this active ability. In the beginning, the Seek and Destroy is an ability that cannot be used very often and not for very long. I'm going to show you. I send it to the aggregation hostile systems. In this case, 112A. That is the system where the mission sends you. There is a mission for everyone, Ops 45 Plus, that came with the ship and that I still have running because I couldn't continue with the mission because for that I would have to use the refinery, and I still want to film the refinery video today, so I didn't do it. But this Undaunted is the mission for the Dauntless, and for that you could only do this mission if you built the Dauntless. But after I showed you the Seek and Destroy, we'll talk about how to get the Dauntless. But now it is in the system, and if I click on the ship, you see there's another yellow button, and that is the Seek and Destroy ability. In the case of a Tier 1 Dauntless, minus Tier 1 and level 5, you can activate the ability for, I have to show you the name later, for 100 of these tokens here, and it lasts 9 minutes and 56 seconds. With tearing up the ship and doing research, you can bring this to 30 minutes. And from the refinery, you can get those Seek and Destroy. And now I can look at the name, the Dauntless system scans. You can get 100 a day in the beginning, or at least you get 100 a day and you need 100 to pay for it. And when you max the Dauntless, you can use what you get every day 4 times, and then it takes 30 minutes for fighting. But the refinery and all the updates on the refinery, I'll make a separate video. So now I'm in the system. If I activate this, the Dauntless will attack every hostile in that system that is not an armada and not a hunter. So those, what they call revenge hostiles that come into systems like the augment systems or whatever and then are hunting you, those will not be attacked by the Dauntless. But let's activate it. Fortunately, I can show this in the English video now and later today in the German video as well, because we got 600 of those as a starting gift, so people could try out the Seek and Destroy thingy. And so let's start it. And now the Dauntless will start attacking on its own. I tested it yesterday. The game crashed while the Dauntless was flying, and the good news is, opposite to the Kirschera, where everything is deleted when the game crashes and you have to program the hostiles again, the Dauntless yesterday at least kept flying, although the game crashed, and when I got into the game again, the Dauntless was still flying. And so with the Dauntless, or with any other ship, by the way, you can hunt those aggregation hostiles in these systems here. You know that with the different kinds of these hostile abilities where the building helps you counter that. And I meant this hypothermic decay. Yeah, it's 25% in the 40s levels, and I have 35% resistance from the building. So the hypothermic decay is not doing anything against the Dauntless here. The Dauntless itself doesn't bring any hypothermic protection. That you really only get from the building we got last arc. So you still have to work on the building, but I still don't have it on level 51, by the way, because I didn't spend money on it. And so the Dauntless keeps flying either until the 10 minutes are over or until it's destroyed. Yesterday it was the case when I tested it once that it flew for those 10 minutes and I had a minimum of hull left. So with the 45 hostiles I could do this. But you have to collect the rewards here, the common reclaimed loot that you exchange in the refinery, and then in the refinery you will have some exchange for the Dauntless, where you get upgrade materials for the Dauntless and for research. But as I said, refinery and research I will do in separate videos, so I will not go into too much detail here. But the nice thing is the Dauntless is grinding on its own now, as I said, until the 10 minutes are over on tier 1 or the ship is destroyed. So in the case of people on Ops 45 and a little bit higher, it might be some very good addition right now. But we need to talk about how to get the ship. And there's something I cannot show you here. If you don't have the Dauntless, you do see a claim here in the refinery. I quickly have to go to my pictures from yesterday, and there it is. There is a Dauntless bundle. It was set on German when I made that picture, but that doesn't change too much. You can get the USS Dauntless blueprints here in the refinery as long as you do not have the Dauntless. You can only have one Dauntless. That's what they wrote in the announcement already. So you cannot build two. And here you see, oh come on. Here you see you can claim 2 Dauntless blueprints every day for 15,750 from those common loot that you are collecting with those aggregation hostiles. And so you can get 2 blueprints per day. That means within 100 days you can get the Dauntless. At the moment, you can get a few blueprints from your starting gift. And right now, at the beginning of the arc, there is a mission where you can get additional Dauntless blueprints. If we go here, everything for Ops 45 plus. The USS Dauntless claim, SMS, is a chance for you to get another 10 blueprints by collecting 10 blueprints via the refinery in 10 days. So the whole thing lasts 10 days. With the refinery, you can claim 2 every day. So in 5 days, you should be able to finish this mission or this event. And then you get another 10 blueprints, which cuts the time down by another 5 days. So within 3 months you can have the Dauntless for free. And there we are at the point where I started a little bit earlier. This ship really makes sense if you are on Ops 46, 45, 46, so in the very beginning of the time where you can get the Dauntless. Then it really makes sense to buy it if you want to make your life easier. For everybody on higher levels, it doesn't make sense to buy it. Then you can really wait those 3 months like you did, for example, with the Reliant or with the Serene Squall or whatever, and use it then. Because if you're on a level like me, and I only bought it for making this video, and otherwise I wouldn't have done it, and with courtesy of my German viewers, by the way, it only makes sense for someone on a level like me if you can really level that one. And the problem is, to do that, you would need a bunch of other packages here. The USS Dauntless upgrade parts. You can have one for 100 euros, where I'm living, and it has no limit. So you can buy 10 packs of those for 1,000 euros, and then you can upgrade it a bit. It's far too much money for me, so I would never do that. And so, unless you're also willing to do that, it doesn't make too much sense for higher level players to buy it. It really would make sense to buy it for someone Ops 45, 46, because you can use it for your grind to make your, or to bring you some quality of life changes here. But otherwise, I suggest higher level players who just don't want to have it as a toy to play around a bit, to wait the 3 months until you can get it for free. So if you're not willing to pay another 1,000 euros or something on those upgrade parts, it will not be a help for you. It will not be a big help for me. It will help me a little bit with those aggregation hostiles here, and you can see on my Dock A, it's still flying. I like the animation, by the way, with those radar circle thingy that shows you that the Dauntless is running around fighting hostiles. But as I said, it's nothing that will help me with my daily grinds or whatever. Just saw another interceptor, so I wanted to see if there's another Dauntless. To be honest, so far since yesterday evening, and I was looking around and testing some stuff here, I haven't seen any other Dauntless yet, but I can have a look how many we have on this server, because there's, in these Dauntless events, there is an SLB, and there we can have a look how many people got the Dauntless. Oh, when I'm rank 29, it must be a few more people. So we had some shoppers here. Also from my alliance, didn't get that one. And so you can see that on my server, 43 people have bought the Dauntless. But as you can also see from my alliance, at least, none of the of our big players have done. Oh yeah, one of our big players have done that, but not more. So most of them will wait until they get it for free, and that's the reasonable thing to do. Because otherwise you would have to buy those upgrade packs as well. I'm ranking very low because I didn't claim the stuff from the refinery with which I could spend more upgrade stuff, because I have to do this video as well. So you see it's still flying, it's almost destroyed, but the time is almost over as well. So the 45s are the ones that I easily can do on tier 1. Will take a bit until I can go to the level 49ers. Which I usually hunt here, but that will just need a few upgrades and not too much. But you've seen how it's working. You've seen that it's working well. At the moment, Scopely made the announcement. In their announcement, I cannot use it where I would like to use it. First of all, it's too low level, and secondly, it doesn't work in Mirror Universe properly at the moment. That's what they announced even before publishing the event. So until they repaired it, it's not really of good use in the Mirror Universe either. So it's a nice toy. I will use it for some grinds, but that's it for me at the moment. But I'm looking forward to hear from you what you think about the ship, especially if you are level Ops 46, 45, 47, somewhere around that. What do you think? Is that a big help for you? And please write in the comments below the video and on Discord. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.